Okay, so that's about the terminology. I would like to speak about some diagrammatic convention, and then we'll move on to building some aggregation. Okay, so this is something I want to talk about. It's more about aggregation, the design for aggregation. Okay, so we talk about design, not really for implementation just yet. On the left-hand side, it's design. On the right-hand side, we talk about how you can implement stuff in Java. So when we talk about design, it's really language independence. And when we talk about implementation, it will be language specific, right? So for the design, you just have to draw one diagram over here. And this diagram here, design diagram, may be implemented in different languages. It can be implemented in Python, can be implemented in Java, or implemented in C# or C++, right? So that's something you want to, let me notice that. So design is really language independence. On the other hand, implementation is really language specific. You have to make a choice about, you want to commit to a choice of language for implementation. Language specific. Okay, let's take a look at the diagram. Whenever we talk about aggregation, so we talk about container, containee. So we have the two cases. Either you have the container contains a single containee, or the container contains multiple containees. Okay, so the diagrammatic notation would be, let's say a course contains a single faculty. So this is the convention we're going to follow. Okay, so two things to notice. Number one, you can see that this part over here has to be specified as a part of the containee, right? So this is a containee. So this part here is a container. And then over here, we're saying that this will be the number of containees. The number of containees being contained. And in this case, it's simply just one. Okay, it's really important. And then this prof over here will be the name of the containee. So we are saying that a course contains a single faculty as their prof. Okay, I'll write it down for you. So the prof over here is simply the name of the containee. Name of containee. And how do we interpret this particular diagram? We interpret it this way. A course contains a faculty as its prof. A course contains a faculty. Okay, let me do it again. A course contains a single faculty as its prof. You can see almost every element in the diagram has a meaning. One more thing to notice over here, you can see this diamond over here is actually empty, right? It's not, so it's simply just empty. So this tells you, this indicates where the container is. Okay, so this is aggregation. And you will see later, there's another diagram where we will actually make it solid. In that case, it will be composition. But you always make sure the diamond get attached to the container. Cool. So this is aggregation. Okay, aggregation. All right, so that's about how you understand this diagram. And for the second case, about multiple containees, it will be very similar. Okay, again, let's now be very precise. So here we got the students is the container, which contains, so whenever you see the star over here, that means multiple. Okay, that stands for multiple. Multiple means it can be 0, 0 or more. The minimum will just be 0, but the maximum, usually in general, at a design level, we simply say it's unbounded. You may be able to specify maybe up to 10, but that we wouldn't do that. Just say star. Simply means 0 or more. Okay, so this will be the containees over here. And this part over here, we also want to say, right, you can see this part over here, and the courses will just be the name of the containee. Since it's your first two diagrams about design, so I want to be a little bit more thorough and repeating a little bit just to make sure you're actually feeling comfortable about the program, about the diagram. And also for here, this part over here, again, it's an empty diamond, so that means we're talking about aggregation. But always remember, it's really pointing to the container. Okay, it's pointing to the container. Pointing to container. And of course, this one is about aggregation because it's empty. In the case of solid, it would be composition. And whenever we talk about aggregation, that means sharing is actually possible. Remember, we talk about sharing as this point over here. You can review that. Okay. Okay. Now, how do we interpret this? Okay. And let me write down something here. So let me write down here. A students contains a list of courses for their enrollment. As their enrollment, enroll courses. Okay, so the name of the row is really the enroll courses, but here I just say courses. Okay, so now let's see one more time. A students contains 0 or more was simply a list of course objects as their enroll courses. That's how you interpret that. Okay, so that's about the design level. Get yourself familiar with the syntax of the diagram. So maybe you will either be asked to draw the diagram for the design, or given the design diagram, you have to work out exactly what they mean so you can implement it accordingly in Java. And the implementation is pretty routine. Whenever you got aggregation, that means you really want to have some reference type attributes, right, over here. So the way to see that is you can see the course over here. This is a container. So this is a container, and then the faculty over here, you can see this is not an array, so that's a single valued, right? We're talking about single value versus multi-value. So this is a single valued containee. Right, so that means the faculty class that's being referred to over here, this is the containee. Okay, so this part over here will be the containee. And it's single valued. Okay, let's now containee, it's a single valued. And what's its name? The name for the containee will be prof. Okay, so that's the name of the containee. And we'll see that later in the module. The name of the containee is so crucial for you to actually navigate between the aggregation links. We'll see that very soon. Similarly, if you take a look at this, so now we got an array of courses over here. So that's multi-valued. So this part over here, this rather than single valued, this is multi-valued. Multi-valued containees. And similar as before, this is the okay, this is not so good. Let me just go with consistent color here. So this is again the name of the containee, and also this part over here, the course which we refer to, which we is the type of each member in the array. So this will be the containee. All right, so that's very important for you to see both in the diagram what's the corresponding Java implementation, and also for the diagram for the multi-value containees, what's the corresponding notation implementation using primitive array. Okay, so that's about how you can go from design into implementation. We'll see more as we go. Okay, so that's about the terminology, modeling, and implementation for aggregation versus composition. We haven't seen any implementation for composition like the file system, but we will go into that example later.